Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to give you a 6-point explanation. Before that, sometimes students say that they only target JEE Main but not Advanced. This is not acceptable. These are only two levels of qualification of exams, but this has got nothing to do with the way you prepare for JEE, because the preparation process is same regardless of two levels. Let me give you an example. An athlete who is preparing for a 100 meters race to be qualified at national level, the first level of qualification is at state. But it has got nothing to do with the way he is preparing for his race. The process is same. The qualification is at two levels. Of course, yes, JEE Main and JEE Advanced offers two set of institutions. But since the process is same with respect to preparation of JEE, I would always recommend that you target the maximum. The IITs. IITs are a big brand in the country, not only in India, even internationally. Now let me get back to those 6 points that I wanted to discuss with you. First and foremost, syllabus understanding. We all know the JEE will follow 11th and 12th grade NCERT syllabus. Of course, you need to know the chapter difference between JEE Main and JEE Advanced. And in my opinion, the most important thing is you have to have your concepts understanding from 9th and 10th grade as well. Why? Because the narration of explanation of these concepts starts at 9th and 10th, which means you have to stretch back with respect to your NCERT syllabus. This is point number one. And point number two is reading and completing of all the concepts. Now, before you step into IITs, most of them are expecting you to beforehand be thorough with all these concepts when you go to IITs. Why? Because in no IIT they are going to teach you concepts that are belonging to 11th and 12th grade. They expect you to come thorough because the moment you get in, the workload will increase. The process is rigorous. And they have no time to teach you about 11th and 12th concepts. The reason why IITs conduct JEE Advanced to decide those students who come with that level of understanding on concepts. Having said that, subject-wise, chapter-wise, topic-wise, be thorough with all the concepts. Now, what is important here is at least 2 concepts per topic you have to learn that is beyond JEE Advanced level. I know it is not possible to pick up books which gives you a formula for this, but then you have to be wise enough and to choose very smartly the material that will let you achieve this goal. 2 concepts per topic, which means, let's say in physics, if you are learning particular topic, and 2 concepts beyond JEE Advanced level within that topic in the field of physics. That's where you have to be thorough with. Why? Because JEE Advanced will always push you beyond. And this level of preparation will help your cause when you go to JEE Advanced. This is point number 2. And point number 3 is practicing of problems and solving them. This is very, very important phase. Subject wise, chapter wise, topic wise. And you have to solve all the problems. Say it may be examples or detailed exercises or conceptual problems. And now what you have to keep in mind here is your problems could be divided into 3 different levels as it is normally divided in the JEE question paper: easy, moderate and difficult. This formation is very, very important. And the students who are able to manage even moderate and as well as difficult questions, they come up at the top at the ranking. And thereby this formation of practice is very, very important. You address at all 3 levels of all the problems. This is point number 3. And point number 4 is analyzing yourself. Now that you have understood the concepts very well, you are able to solve all the problems of chapter wise and topic wise. Where do you stand? How do you benchmark yourself? The best barometer in order to benchmark yourself is to do the past year question paper, PYQ. Now within that chapter, within that topic, go back to 10 or 15 years of question papers and try and solve them. I am not saying you will be able to solve all the problems. It is not that easy. But what the process will help you in order to understand your weakness. That is important. And once you understand your weakness, try and strengthen it. The weakness could be with respect to difficulty in solving the problems. For example, the skills that are required to solve may not come to your mind with respect to concepts or with respect to formulas. And you have to have a strong understanding on concepts as well. So try and understand where your weakness is, whether it is in concepts or in problem solving skills or the time taken to solve this, despite of having good concepts and problem solving skills. All three has to come in place. And how to manage your time? And you have to have adequate speed, and accuracy has to be there in place without suffering with respect to silly mistakes. That is also important. And the fifth important point is test yourself. And the testing could be subject wise, within subjects, chapter wise, or even topic wise. You could have part syllabus test or a full syllabus test, and you could have as many as mock tests possible. And this is where you come up with your own exam strategy. Because by now you know your weakness and your strengths, by now you know the conceptual understanding and the ability to solve problems and so on and so forth. And thereby, this is the time you could come up with your exam strategy. And also have a plan B. And the sixth most important point is bringing all these 5 steps into the preparation timeline. As all of us know, the JEE main comes in the month of January. So ideally, you should have done with all your preparation in the month of October or beginning of November. And thereby, all these 5 steps that we discussed with respect to understanding of syllabus, with respect to solving of problems, with respect to understanding of concepts, analyzing yourself, testing yourself, all this should fit in within this timeline, and whereby you are ready at the time of JEE main. Now, these are the 6 important points that one need to keep it in mind with respect to cracking the JEE exam on their own. Now let us discuss how the coaching centers are going to help you with respect to preparation of JEE. Coaching centers have a very long experience and expertise of sending several thousand people to these premium institutions, which means they have a proven process in place. First and foremost, they have teachers in order to teach you the concepts. And also to clear your doubts, they set up with doubt counters. And the next most important thing is that the linking of subjects while teaching. Because there are some chapters in physics perhaps could be understood better only if some chapters in mathematics could be completed. And this is synchronized by the institutions. And the very next point is compiling of all the problems. They have a huge question bank. They have huge practice problems. They also have past year question papers and several lakhs of practicing opportunities. Now the coaching centers also have got an AI based mechanism by which you are able to pick up a topic within which you will have handful of problems, and within the problems easy, moderate and difficulty, and as well as it will give you relevant past year question papers with respect to those topics. This kind of automation is available at the fingertips for the students at the coaching institute. And the next most important thing is that the centers will offer you test opportunities. The internal testing mechanism and also national level testing mechanism. The internal test is that you test yourself within the students belonging to that institute, and also you will have a mechanism to test yourself whereby the students of other institutes or the open students come and participate. How does it help you? It helps you to benchmark your performance with respect to an all India level. Sometimes the potential ranking what this institute offer is also an indicator for you to relate what would be your actual rank when it comes to a real exam situation. All the tests that are conducted within the center normally emulates JEE level. This is nothing but to prepare you for the actual situation. Also students, institutes will have a strict timeline. That's the reason why they have the entire syllabus divided into multiple volumes or different phases, so as to be beforehand with respect to the target timeline. Now students, whatever the center may offer to you, this is only 25% of the contribution. Much of the preparation with respect to JEE comes from the student. 75% is a student contribution. Now that we have discussed all these 6 points, you know what lies in your reach and what is the support that you could draw from the coaching institute. If you have the will and determination, nothing is impossible. Wish you all the best. Bye-bye.